Now the topic is storage oscilloscope. Okay, there are there are mm, there are two techniques are used in storage oscilloscope. One is a mesh storage, another one is a phosphorus storage. Let I will tell the what are all the basic concept behind the storage technique. Nowadays we are having a digital system and then memory, and then we can store lot of things, lot of data. But in olden days there is no any digital technique. On the time this storage oscilloscope were used. Here in this storage oscilloscope some additional elements will be included with a conventional oscilloscope. Then it will be called as a storage oscilloscope. Here we are having a collector mesh. Here we are having a phosphorus screen. Here you are having a storage mesh. This is the important one. Here these two are flood gun. Okay, as usual the previous this one is VDP and then horizontal display system and then vertical display plate. The writing and all it's all available in conventional oscilloscope. These are all the additional elements which is included in storage oscilloscope. What is the basic concept behind this storage oscilloscope is once the writing gun deliver the data, it will be stored in the storage mesh. After the switch off the oscilloscope, then if you want to recollect the storage data, storage waveform which is in the oscilloscope, means just you have to switch on and then switch on the flood gun. Then it will emit the electrons. The stored data will be placed here. That is the concept behind the storage oscilloscope. The condition is that it stores only one waveform at a time. Okay. The above mentioned compounds are additionally present in the storage oscilloscope. The dielectric material such as magnesium fluoride is coated over the storage mesh. The storage mesh is placed between the phosphorus screen and collector mesh. This is a storage screen in between phosphorus screen and then collector mesh. The collector mesh is placed before the storage mesh. This is the collector mesh. The purpose of the collector mesh is to stop and collect the electron ripples from the storage mesh. This is the collector mesh that it recollect the electrons from the storage mesh. The collimator, this is the collimator coated with a conduction coating on a CRT envelope as shown in diagram with applied potential. The flood gun, this is a flood gun. Flood gun is used to reproduce the stored trace in storage mesh. The elements which are additionally used in storage oscilloscope is shown in the diagram. The electrons which is repelled from the writing gun etches a positive charged pattern on the storage mesh here. Okay. Because of the excellent insulating property of the magnesium fluoride coating, the positive charged trace patterns remains exactly in the deposited position on the storage mesh. To view the stored trace, the flood gun is switched on when writing gun is turned off. The emitted electrons from the flood gun move towards the collector mesh. The collector mesh is slightly positive than the deflection region. The collimator with conducting material on the CRT envelope is applied with an potential. Thus the electrons are targeting the storage mesh. Okay, the storage mesh stores the trace as positively charged region or negatively charged region when no trace has been stored, where no trace has been stored. The positive charged region of the storage mesh allows the flood electron to pass through the mesh and display the trace on the phosphorus screen. The negative charged region of the storage mesh repels the flood electrons back to the collector mesh. Thus, the charge pattern at the storage mesh will be displayed at the phosphorus screen. To erase the positive pattern on the storage mesh, a negative voltage is applied to neutralize the stored positive charge. And then disadvantages of the storage oscilloscope. The advantages of the storage oscilloscope are as follows. The disadvantages of the storage oscilloscope as follows. The storage oscilloscope preserves the stored waveform for a finite amount of time. The power to storage tube must be switched on as long as the image to be stored. The stored trace in storage oscilloscope is not nice and crisp as conventional oscilloscope. The writing rate of the oscilloscope is less than a conventional tube. The storage oscilloscope is expensive than conventional tube because of additional power supplies. Only one image can be stored in storage scope.